Okay, this is the first of 4 lectures in Unit B. In Unit B, we're going to cover how to modify a presentation. We're going to talk about how to enter text in the outline view. We're going to talk about how you can format your text on your slides and then convert that text to smart art. We're going to talk about inserting and modifying shapes. We're going to talk about rearranging and merging shapes, edit and duplicating shapes, aligning and grouping objects, and how to add slide footers. Now, for the first thing we're going to talk about is how to enter text in a slide view. We talked in the last section about storyboarding your presentation. The nice thing about typing and entering your data for your presentation in outline view, it allows you to actually put the text in the format that you want it to be, and then from there you're able to take it and move it around on the screen, format the font, format the layout, possibly copy and paste it somewhere else, add graphics and all that. It allows you to work with it. So if you're going to enter text, you've got your slide over here, will show up in the right hand frame, and in the left hand frame, if you're in the outline view, you'll see your listing of each slides. So when you're entering text in outline view, you're going to get that insertion point, you're going to get that blinking cursor that you normally get that'll show you where you can type. When you press enter and start a new slide, you press enter, that starts a new slide. And when you press tab after you push enter, that'll actually start a new bullet. Each new slide will have bullet points listed underneath it. So when you enter text in the outline view, then in that place you'll also be able to rearrange your slides in order. You'll be able to drag a slide icon to a new location in the outline tab to reorder your slides. And the horizontal indicator line appears to show the new location of the slide. So let's go to that slideshow that I was working on earlier. Okay, so we've got these slides here. I removed one of them intentionally. We're going to add a new slide by going to the last cursor right here at the end of Sam Smith, and we're going to enter. Excuse me. We're going to insert a new slide first. That gives us the new slide. Now we're going to type in the title for Central. Let's make that capitalized. Okay, now when we return, it actually is going to put us in right at the end of the line. When we return, it'll put in a new slide, but if we wanted to add a bulleted text, you actually are going to hit tab, and that'll move it in, and that'll allow you to write in some more text. Quarter. Okay, now we want to go down to the next slide. I just use the tab or the arrows and go down. Actually, if you use the arrows, it won't add a new slide, so that allows me to create the report for the eastern region. And then again, if you tab, it'll create a bulleted list. Then if you tab down again using the arrows on the right hand side of your keyboard, it'll go to the next slide. And then we're going to return tab to add another bullet. And then tab down to 5, and then report from Western region. Again, tab in, and you're going to Western report. So here you've got your slides all set up in outline view. If you look here, you can see actually the hot slide, the slide that's currently selected. The icon next to the number looks different as you select them. You can tab down using your arrows to go from slide to slide. And if you want to move slides, say we want to put the graph up secondly right behind the reports, all you have to do is get this arrow, grab this, and move it up here. You can see that line below the first slide, and it'll actually move that quarterly sales graph up to the second slide. So that shows you how you can move slides around. Real easy in the outline view. So let's go back to the slides. Now we're going to talk about formatting text. Once the text is entered, then you can go in and format the fonts, color, sizes. It allows you to grab specific points and have them stand out. You use the buttons on the mini toolbar to format the text. So if we go here, you can see that their mini toolbar pops up over the window. So they've gone back to the slide view here, and they'll go look at the slides. They've popped out of outline view and gone back to slide view. So let's go back to our other presentation, and let's go back to view, and we're going to look at normal view, which will show the slides. And we're going to pop this over just a little bit so we can see over here on this left side. Okay, we're going to, let's say we want to make this sales department a different font or a different color. You see how the mini toolbar comes up here? Let's pick a different color. Let's make it a light blue. Let's make it a... Oh, I'm trying to find a different color of blue. Let's make it something entirely different. Let's make it a bright blue. Okay? So you've got quarterly report, sales department, reported by Sam Smith. Once again, you can select all that text. Maybe you want to bump it up in size. Instead of making it 32, let's take it up to 44. So that allows us to take it up in size. So that's one way you can format it. You can do a lot of different things with that mini toolbar and decide what you want to do. Once you've selected your text, you can change fonts, you can change the size, you can increase it just by using this button if you choose, or you can actually use the numbers. You can move it in on the bullet points if you need to, or move it, decrease or increase the list level. You can underline, bold, italics. Let's bold that just to get it that way. And then let's see about centering it. Oops, it moves it over the graph, so we don't want to do that. We're going to undo that. Control Z to undo that. And we'll leave this one alone. We'll go down to the next slide. I'd say we'd want to bring that stuff up a little bit, that font a little bit larger. So let's select the font, and then we'll get the mini toolbar that comes in. So let's jump it up a little bit. Let's italicize the text on that one. So you can see how I've changed some of the text already just by using the mini toolbar that comes up. If you double click on a group of words, or you can get your insertion point at the beginning and drag it all the way to the end, then you'll get your mini toolbar and it'll allow you to do whatever you need to make the changes. Let's make that red just because we can. So that shows you about formatting the text.